Greetings, fellow pirates. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew, Episode 4, Twins. So there is a crew tale where I can continue Suleidi's disease-spreading crew tale, but I will do the revive first.
Well.
So here are the choices. Teresa is a long-range unit. She can't climb ivies or swim. She has Iron Judgment, which is a very long-range crossbow bolt kill. And but then she needs to recover her bolt. So you shouldn't just shoot off at random. She also has a arrow coated in ash that allows you to blind enemies from a distance, and that is not a one-use bolt. She can continue using that. So her archetype is a killer and a sniper. We have Toya, who I've already explained. He is a position changer and a killer, where he puts down the Katashiro and can shadow step to it, and also bird voice, bird call enemies out of position. We have the Canoness, so she can fire and shoot an unwilling or willing person as far as the eye can see, knocking them out cold, and recall using a magical rope. So she can lasso friendly crewmates before they know what's happening, and Firecracker, so she can make a hell of a lot of noise and attract the attention of people nearby. And she is a position changer and an infiltrator. She operates and navigates behind enemy lines. She can't climb or swim. We have Quentin, the treasure hunter. So he has a treasure rod. The treasure rod allows you to interact with objects and pull friendlies out of the fray, and also eat corpses. So he can use the treasure rod to deploy ladders that are above his head, or pull environmental objects down. He also can treasure rod corpses into his treasure box. And then he has a golden head, so he can throw his head on the ground, and if weaker-willed Inquisition members see the head, they will be attracted to it and walk towards it. So he's a body hider and a position changer. He can swim, and he can climb vines or ivies.
Mercury,
There's the shipwright. So he has an anchor down ability where he goes underground and cannot be seen by anyone, and then he can anchor up and kill whoever he's anchoring up into, and he will immediately hide the body that he anchors up into. So when he's anchored down, he's invisible to everybody. He can't be detected. And then he has a little fish, Sir Reginald, who is a distraction. He's an infiltrator, and he's a body hider. He can climb ivies, and he can swim. There is Pincus von Pressbald. He can peruse mind, so basically he just goes into the mind of a weaker-willed acolyte and controls them. And while he's controlling them, he is in their body and therefore cannot be detected. So he can operate and navigate behind enemy lines, meaning that he's a spy. He essentially can walk around in the body of an enemy within a certain radius. So it's I'm going to say it's going to kind of a 30-meter radius. So within a 30-meter radius, he can just use the person as a corpse puppet and do things. And he also has a coin, which is his distraction tool, much like Sir Reginald the fish. He can't climb ivies. He cannot swim. He's an infiltrator and a spy. And those are our choices. So you've got Toya, Pincus, Toya, the assassin, Pincus, the spy, John Mercury, the infiltrator, sort of, Teresa, the sniper, Gail, I'm not really sure how to classify her. She's sort of the, shock and awe. And then Quentin, the treasure hunter. I know it was a lot of information to take in, but you are welcome to pick whomever. I have personal favorites, and there's definitely, I would say, synergy between specific people. So I will say one such synergy, for instance, would be Quentin with his treasure rod is really good at retrieving Teresa's crossbow bolts. That would be a synergy, because Teresa is a killer and a sniper, but she can't if she's sniping, it's not necessarily easy for her to recover the bodies or hide the bodies that she kills. She can't climb, she cannot swim, and her bolts can sometimes be out of range. And you can use Quentin to just be yoink, your bolt, here it is. Right. There's some synergy between the characters. All right, looks like you guys are heavily voting for John Mercury, which works for me. He's actually one of my favorites just by chance. So let's do it. Johnny Boy. Which one is Johnny Boy? Is he here?
Straight to the point. Mr. Mercury at the ready.
Oh, I have to converse with Marley first.
Consider it done.
I guess what I'm going to do is do the crew tail first, and then I'll do Mercury.
Incoming.
Ship Doctor, I have news regarding your latest patient.
The one that's been talking funny, right?
Yes, I think it's up to something. It walks around on deck all day chatting to the others. It has never behaved this way before. Something is making it do this.
Interesting. All right, I'll shadow the little bugger and listen in on what it says. Now, where is that sneaky pile of bones? I need to know what it's up to. I'll wait until it has a chat with someone, then I'll listen in. Yeah, let me at him. Working on it.
Finally, rest. Hello. Oh, shiver me timbers. Huh? Shiver me timbers. Shiver me timbers. Goodbye. Shiver me timbers.
There's that phrase again. That's clearly not normal. What kind of idiotic sickness is that? Even if it's harmless, it's probably spread to half the crew. Better round up the skelly so I can examine them. It'll go faster with some help. I'll ask Afia to lend a hand. Watch me go.
They're infected with memes.
Yo, Afia, we've got a problem. Some skelly has been spreading some strange new kind of infection. Can you help me round up all the infected ones?
Sounds intriguing. So I'll lend you a hand. Shiver me timbers.
What did you just say?
I said I'll lend you a hand.
No, after that. You said a certain phrase.
Not that I'm aware of.
Then I'm afraid you've caught it too.
I don't feel different. But now that you say it, I did talk to a weird skeleton recently.
Well, at least you seem resilient to it. You've said the phrase only once so far. Maybe with your help I can figure out a cure. Would you mind giving me a piece of you?
I'm not sure what you... Ow! Did you just cut a slice from my leg?
Oh, it'll grow back. I'll head for the sick bay now. Got lots of tests to do. Thanks for the sample.
Unbelievable. Shiver me timbers.
All right, so that was the...
It'll take some time to find out the cause of this infection. But just you wait, my sneaky little sickness. I'll have you cornered and cured in no time.
That was the crew tail.
Never look back.
So let's go do the conversation with the Marley.
This stone slab, these are the captain's words meant for us.
I couldn't help but notice. The stone is dripping with soul energy.
A gift from the captain. I've already drawn it out. I believe we have enough to revive another crew member. I will leave the decision to you, while I ponder the secrets of the riddle.
All right, John, I'm coming. Hey, it's the same cutscene, so I'm going to skip it. It's not any different.
Arr, my soul returns to its crusted frame, and here I thought the depths had gotten us at last. Ha ha ha!
Not yet, John Mercury. Though from what I hear, you have no fear of the darkness below.
Arr, how could I? I have Sir Reginald here to guide me. Say hello, Sir Reginald.
Ah, of course. Ahoy there, Sir Reginald.
And who are ye, if I might ask so myself?
A Fia Manicato, newly hired navigator, at your service.
A navigator, eh? How fares the navigator's work on a stubborn ship like this? Ha!
Now, shipwright. There's plenty of work for everyone. Speaking of which, I will need you to visit the training deck.
Limber up the old salty bones, eh? I see. Well then, Sir Reginald, to the training deck we march.
All right, time to do his training. He's a particularly powerful crew member. His really only disadvantage is he's loud. His abilities are not quiet.
I'll step on a shell or...
So John is an infiltrator who can hide in the below. From there, he can pass by small obstacles or attack guards. When striking from below, he can make his enemies disappear. John can also call his little friend Reginald to distract enemies nearby. So, unlike the others, he really only has one training room, because his abilities are kind of... Reginald is very straightforward.
Sure as the...
John can hide in the below using his anchor down skill. Then he can use anchor up to attack guards to make their bodies disappear into the below. He can travel through the below to get to difficult reach places, like behind walls and the like. So let's do it. Use anchor down to enter the below and prepare your strike. Select the skill and then target a safe location while keeping the guard in range. If John is below, and the anchor up skill will be automatically selected. So I'm going to anchor down here. And when I use anchor down, you can see the range of his anchor up. So if I anchor down here, I can anchor up directly on this acolyte. Bye-bye.
Another sunken soul.
Pretty gnarly.
That's what we do.
The anchor up skill is dead useful for getting around. John can emerge at any location that is within range at the same height as him. Use the anchor down skill again to enter the below to cross the gap. So this would be a gap that normal characters would not be able to walk across or jump across. Afia would be able to blink past that, but John can get past that as well.
Right bone.
You can use your companion to distract guards while watching over the area so that you can proceed. Select Sir Reginald and target the location behind the guard.
I humbly request your assistance, Sir Reginald. Aye.
So I throw a fish, guard turns around. Pretty straightforward.
Don't stray too far down there, shipwright.
You can use anchor down to hide bodies and select the skill to target the body in front of me. So here is a body that was placed here already, and I can anchor it down to make it go poof. And then I can anchor up wherever I want. Or within range.
Let's remember this point.
To solve the situation, you need to use Reginald to distract one guard while you attack the other. So this one is a commissarius, so it's gonna have it has a lot shorter distract timer, as I will demonstrate here. Actually, this is a kind of a long distract timer, but not enough to probably kill someone, right?
To be one with the seas again.
Also, you can use Reginald while you're under the below. So I can use Reginald, distract one guard, anchor down the commissarius, then re-under... Oops, I didn't mean to pop back out.
The power lies below. The depth is gone. Gone with the fish.
And we're done.
Did you know that your fish likes exploring my innards while you're busy with repairs?
Let's course, privilege of knighthood, if anything.
Sir Reginald, privilege of knighthood. Alright, so the challenge.
Our master.
This is going to just tell me to do the challenge, and I can come back to it if I'm not up to the task. So right at the start here, as you can see, I have a wall that I'm going to have to get through. You can also anchor up into cover, which is a really useful skill, so you can jump essentially from cover to cover.
Ah, that's bone drenching. Let's go under.
The only thing is, as you can see, the anchor up is very loud, so it's not something you can use covertly all that effectively.
Come, Sir Reginald. The depth is gone.
Interestingly, the anchor down doesn't have any sound.
one with the seas again.
But he made pretty quick work of those 3 people. Getting through that.
I hope that memory serves us.
Prognosticar, that's what I was trying to think of earlier. Alright, so in this situation, the Prognosticars, we've already established, cannot be killed by one person. The TLDR is that you need 2 crew members to attack them at the same time, because the first attack that they suffer, they will stun the attacker, and within like 5 seconds or so, they will end up killing the attacker. So the situation we want to do here is to use the cannon, no doubt. As you can see there, oh, I did this wrong, so let me save. But there's a blind spot where I can use the cannon.
I'll step on a shell or 2. I'm coming, Sir Reginald.
If I get my timings right. So anchor up into the bush. And now I'm pretty well hidden.
A little ripple is all it takes.
So with Prognosticars, definitely look for opportunities of environmental kills. But if none can be found, you can always just double team them. So in this case, I activated the cannon, I anchored down, and then I anchored up into the single sole survivor. Easy peasy. John here is very straightforward ability, which is incredibly versatile.
Let's go, Sir Reginald.
And challenge is done. Up we go.
Excellent work, shipwright. We have found a new room I'd like you to see. Come to the Riddle hold.
You like my hat? Thank you. It could be red too. There we go. Now I have a little. I look like one of the acolytes.
Aye. John. Aye. John Hughes, Delaware Mercury, companion of Sir Reginald, builder of ships and caretaker of this mighty vessel. A good speech, ye, Sir Reginald. What's that? We have work to do on deck. Ah, right you are!
Navigator, return to me once you're ready.
Now, before we do that, I'm going to do a little bit more of the banter.
John Mercury reporting back for duty. Oiling planks, farming nails. You know that's what I'm here for, Marley.
I'm a ghost ship. I can keep myself together well enough.
Really? Your mast's drifting apart more than ever and your deck's squeaking louder than my grandma's rocker.
I see. I will send the skeleton crew to fix that up.
Ah, no way! You know Sir Reginald won't ever let it rest if a pile of bones does my job. Ha! You heard him. Gotta go, Marley. Mop's not mopping itself.
You do realize it could do that on its own?
What?
The mop. It could mop itself.
Yes, of course. Suppose the saying is a bit outdated then. Aye, I'm old-fashioned. No need to dive it in. Now, let's get going. The work's not magically gonna do... Oh, let's just go.
Alright, what is there to do? Solving the riddle, conversing with the Marley. Can't do another crew tale. The other thing is that Afia can talk to John. That would be another option.
Back to the sea.
Well, well.
Learn about his backstory.
Afia, what what brings you here?
I'd like to hear your tale. How did you get on the Marley?
Where to begin? I certainly got my sea legs long before Mordecai fished us out the ocean.
Yes, that's very apparent. Wait, what? The captain fished you out of the sea?
Sure did. I'd been wandering the depths for a long while with Sir Reginald here. And one day, we came across a dangling anchor chain in the middle of aquatic nowhere. Right, there were a couple of hammerhead sharks milling about, but they're mostly a nice bunch. Sir Reginald, you can't project from one hammerhead to all hammerheads you'll ever meet. Anyways, we saw the chain, and it was such an odd sight in the middle of nowhere that I grabbed onto it.
And then?
Suppose the Marley felt the tug and just started to reel me in. I considered letting go, but the thought of getting onto a ship once again was just too tempting. Aye, and I sort of got tangled up with the chain, maybe a bit. Once I was up on deck, Captain Mordecai approached me and said I owed him for damaging his anchor. He argued since I so readily carried one on my back anyways, we'd surely come to an arrangement. Truth be told, I thought I'd only stay until the next harbour. But after getting to sail on the Marley, it's hard to imagine ever working on another ship again.
All right.
I'll be there soon.
Next mission.
This is good. We have made further steps in solving the riddle.
Found anything interesting in those cryptic rhymes?
I have indeed. I believe I know the purpose of the 3 bowls above the Riddle room door. It's time we expand our reach across the timeless shores. Come to the map table.
So you guys will have the option of specifically picking where, because there will be more than one option
There are
here.
many islands in the timeless shores. The riddle tells us where to go.
Bark and bramble, ash and ore, bone and fingers.
Those are clues pointing to 3 islands. Dreadvine's Cove, an island of wild nature and haunted flora. The Iron Bay, one of the Inquisition's furnace islands. The Isle of Penance, a prison of souls harboring an old associate. I believe they all hold relics, though the 4th clue is still a mystery to me.
We'll figure it out as we go. We also need more soul energy and black pearls.
The relics will most likely be imbued with energy. As for the black pearls, the Twins of Nerectumaresh still owe us a favor. Dreadvine's Cove and the Iron Bay might also have pearls. I entrust the choice of heading to you, Navigator.
All right. Where to go? Dreadvine, Twins, Iron Bay, or Isle of Penance. There's also submissions on islands. So in this case, there is 2 separate missions in Dreadvine. Which, if I clicked on it, you would see the mission select. So there's 4 islands and 5 options. Have you guys vote on what you want. So the Twins of Nerectumaresh is a Black Pearl, and then the other 3 islands have relics, and then Iron Bay and Dreadvine also could have Black Pearls. All right, we're going to go to the Twins. The other question I have is, should I do the next mission with 2 crew or with 3? Have you guys voted on that as well?
The Twins of Nerectumaresh. This charming little island is haunted by the powerful souls of long-dead siblings. The twins are quite mad and delight in reducing visitors to their personal playthings. No doubt the Inquisition forces here have already...
Oh, there's a bit of an issue with this, though. If you type 2, it will select 1. So let me rephrase this. Because that's the way the polling works. Okay, so re-polling for that, because it got all screwed up.
...fallen victim to their schemes. We must navigate our negotiations carefully. lest we end up sharing their fate.
So you gain more vigor if you go with 2 crew. And you obviously have more versatility with 3 crew. Just to let you know. So this mission is a reward for a Black Pearl. It also gives 3 vigor boost. It can offer up a crew size of 3, duration of medium, and time of day of daytime. And it looks like you guys want me a full complement. Okay. I'm pretty okay doing 2 crew for just about every mission. The real challenge would be if I did 2 crew and then you picked the crew. Because if you don't have a position changer, it can be really tricky.
A rather elaborate name for such a modest island.
The twins would likely put a nasty spell on you for those words alone.
How do we go about this then?
We must land on the island. Most likely it won't take them long to notice us. When they speak to you, play along and do what they say. At the right moment, we must shift the game towards the Black Pearl. Now, choose our landing, Navigator.
All right. I'm going to have you guys pick where I land too. So here's the island. And there is a western Nerectumaresh landing spot and an eastern Nerectumaresh landing spot. The island is roughly symmetrical, with roughly the same amount of guards on either side, so it doesn't really matter which one. And then these are the exit spots where the rifts are if we want to get off the island. And you guys want me to go west. West it is. And you said all 3 crew?
Always ready.
So I'm going to select them in the order to which I unlock them. Because it's easier for me to keep it in my head that way. The other thing is you can always reorder your crew if you wanted to. So over here, this little lock, you can reorder people
I think they might be dead.
if you want.
Indeed, but only on the outside. Not like these others, who are dying from within. Do you
Consider
think
it
they
done.
want to play?
I think they noticed us.
Yes, the Twins of Nerectumaresh. That is who we are. But we've been battling much too long. 2 special bushes on the island. Put these rogue puppets in them.
You want us to drag all the zealots on this island into those 2 bushes?
No, it will get boring after a while. How many do we want? Let's say 5? I prefer 2, to be honest. Well, some amount between 2 and 5 then.
Well.
So the Ghost Twins of the island wants me to put corpses into special bushes. So there's a red bush and a blue bush, and I have to put corpses in them. Because the evil
I like it already.
children of the island told me so. That's okay. I dig it. I already have 3 corpses. So what's important is that we don't hide the corpses.
Need something.
The people I've been killing, we gotta leave them intact. Because if I bush them, their corpses disappear. So no bushing them. For now, at least. Or at least not outside the designated bush. So there is a guard commissarius up top. Who's not being watched by anyone.
I like these.
John, how about you go up there?
That's what we do. To be one with the sea. The depths have released me.
I need this guard to go around.
The depths.
And I can anchor down. So anchoring down comes with a little bit of penalty. It does delete this corpse, so it's 1 fewer corpses that I can bush. But now they don't have an overwatch, making sure that I, behave or whatever.
Oh, this is fascinating. They grow from the soil.
Now,
All right, they're obviously going to notice the bush, but that will significantly limit their line of
Watch me
sight.
let's see what's out there.
And I'm just trying to clear out everything between me and the
Can you hear the waves singing?
Maybe this
and the
island's
bush, the designated bush.
Shivers the tides.
Are you still searching for your candles?
All right.
I'm sure I predicted.
Oops, I got saw. I'm not gonna bother saving. I'll just roll with it.
These are itchy.
Actually, it could work to my advantage here because I can use Salady and Afia to kill these two guards that are not paying attention to where I am. Because it's not like the guards are ever gonna find John.
Let's stretch those roots.
John is like unfindable because he's underground. And I can also tell the guards to buzz off away from the corpse, with Sulady hiding the corpse. Because John's over here and he's underground, so he's pretty invulnerable as a result.
Now we're getting somewhere. I'm holding it.
Well, almost all the bodies between
Always move
here,
forward.
you freeze.
Death's not
Between
the
me
end.
and the bush are cleared out, and nobody's really watching it. So here we go. Bodies into the bush.
No second
Done.
thoughts.
Very good.
This is very peculiar, even for our standards.
Humor them for now. We will bring up the pearls soon enough.
It's the lady at the ready.
That makes two. What do you say?
What do you think? It does not suffice. A bit more.
Of course, of course.
So I put 2 bodies in already, and they're like, "Hey, we want more bodies."
The tides obey no one.
Are you stuck?
Nope, I thought I'd be out of sight there.
There really is no hurry.
My power away.
So if I want to use John to get bodies, which is possible, I just need to be careful about how I do it, because he is also a body deleter. So in order to do it, let me save.
A little bit.
Glorious song.
No
And now I can just... he's probably being watched in this spot, yeah. Distract and not use anchor down to do it.
original.
Stop looking at me, dude.
You're dead brilliant.
Like this.
What a
My
strange
ankle.
Regular old kill.
Goodness gracious, you're heavy.
It's funny that he calls him heavy even though he carries around like an anchor on his back. Alright, so here's body number 3.
That's enough. I hope they like their lush little leafy entanglement.
You picked the right
Words. Thanks. Now, I believe we should burn something. Fire. It's the best. Hot, not cold. Brave and bold. Steamy while creamy. They need a torch.
We'll gladly fetch a torch, but we've actually come for
A pearl. Yes, black and shiny. We have it. You want it. We know. Grab a torch.
Well maneuvered, navigator. I spied a torch by one of the peaks.
opportunity call.
Can you
Go
hear
on
me?
to the other side. Singing. What's in it for me?
I can
Treatment's
help if
ready.
you let me.
Alright.
You never
So now they
cease
want me
amaze
to
me.
grab a torch. This is where the torches are grabbed. And they want me to burn something.
My soul is razor sharp.
So there's a guard
I
up here.
like these odds.
These are kindred, so they're bound to one another. So I got to be careful about killing one, not the other. They got to die together. And then this guard can see that guard. So if I want to kill this guard,
What
I have
do
to
we
do
have
them
here?
together.
Straight to the point.
So a regular stab on here, because probably a blink and that kindred would hear. And then John can anchor up the other one.
6 rounds of death, 2 drops of moonshine.
And I'll stick a little
Let's see what sounds from the air.
cover seed over here to get rid of that body. Alright, so the bodies are taken care of. No problem. Then I need to get to the other side, because obviously I can't do anything with this kindred. Well, what I could do is I could wander seed that kindred away. But that's not how to solve this map in my experience, because there's this cave that allows you to switch sides.
They found the connection. How does it work? It's a portal. Is it? No, not really. What then? A secret.
Let's get moving, eh?
So I can put,
Oh, I see. This plan's growing on me.
I'll have Afia hang back, ready to jump this kindred when it's
Standing
time.
around, Catching light.
And I'll send Lady and John over
I do like
to
this
start
so
clearing
far.
out the other side.
Well, now.
Crouch. Alright, so up here there is an alarm, and then a commissarius, and a named developer dude.
At your service.
A little ripple is all it takes.
Is that?
Sure as the tides.
Let's see what's out there.
Working on it.
Swift shrug.
I'm going to put a little bush to get a little closer.
I'll step on a shell or two.
So what I want to
What do we
do...
have here? Incoming. Let's get moving.
Nice little
Oh, I did that out of order. What I wanted to do is to either distract or wander seed
No cover. Easy.
the two
Solid.
guards, and then take out this commissarius as they don't look. So I have to wait for this acolyte to be in the right position.
Let's get moving, eh?
The turtles would like that.
Oh, I can grow lots of things.
Incoming.
And there we go.
nice little
One down.
Oh, no problem.
Back to the sea.
Let me return to my post.
Back on toss. Affirmative.
And we're out of the view cone of this guard playing the hurdy-gurdy, I think.
It's gonna last a while.
So that's easy.
It's gonna
That one's
slow
dead.
me down.
Need something. Man.
All right, I'm gonna do like quite the setup here, where everybody dies. So I'm gonna put a little bush here so I can just sit here in place,
Not wondering anymore.
and then get John to go under.
Nothing.
So
cheeky
let's trigger the trap.
Opportunity.
Afia kills that kindred, Lady kills this kindred, and John kills that guard. All at once. 3, 2, 1. Execute! And they're all dead.
At your service.
No one returns from the dead.
Not bad. Alright, so they wanted me to grab torches.
Needs
Done.
objective complete.
You figured out what a torch is. Remarkable. Good. Now burn the stack of barrels next to the shack on top of the right pillars. Pirates stored them long ago and stashed their foul-smelling water in there.
Foul-smelling water. Do they mean the grog?
I believe they do.
We can't burn the grog.
Sacrifices must be made, navigator.
But the grog.
Well done. And now you want the pearl.
To be one with the sea.
Yes, here, take it. We don't want it anyway. I liked it, actually. It was so dark and powerful. Reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Take it before we regret it.
And where might we find it?
In the caves of the mountains. The darkest place in the world. It's on the plank that reaches far above the water. You're such a wet blanket sometimes.
Alright, here's the pearl.
Straight to the point. Whew, finally. Let's get out of here before they turn us into rotten eggs.
Interesting idea. Maybe?
No. I was just kidding, of course. See you around.
I'll step on a shell or two.
Alright, so now what I'm doing is I'm heading towards the nearest rift. So instead of clearing out the other island, which is rather unnecessary, I'll just double back and go over here to this rift.
Hey,
I'll be there soon.
try this. Working on it.
Because there's a Custodes
See you
here,
around, friend. Let's
and
see
he's
what's
very lightly guarded.
Let's stretch those roots. Remedies for the dead.
Nobody will find me here.
Oops!
Easy fix.
What's in it for me?
Trunks? What ails your soul?
Oh, they saw my tracks.
Come on, Sir Reginald.
Oh, they. So here we go. Here's a good example of them fighting me, where they're shooting at me,
Curse it.
Let's put a hole.
and I can use flintlocks to just like fight back. So I took 1 damage on Afia and 2 damage on Lady.
I'm out.
But as long as we clear the threat quickly, as you can see, there's no more guards coming in because there weren't any others nearby, and then we can just bail.
I'll be glad to get my
We're good.
spoons back on
So you don't have to stay stealthed. I mean, obviously, I think personally that's the challenge, but I also think it's useful to show you what it looks like to go loud, like I just did. In that case, what I should have done is like hit shift and then stab that guard that was attracted to the sandy footsteps, rather than have him get alerted. But whatever, it gives you a good idea of what like going flintlock loud looks like. And our lovely little summary of cleaning up the island, leaving very few in our wake. Few alive, I should say. Thank you for tuning in to Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew, which originally streamed live on Twitch August 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community, Rhadamant.com has a link to Discord, as does the description in this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pirates,